name is Shakira Height, and I'm a senior political science major.
My name is Jalen Gathers. I'm 21. I'm a sociology major, and I'll be a senior next year.
I'm David Woodbridge. I'm a Soc major, and I'm a junior.
Hello, my name is Josieli Reyes. I am a junior at St. Bonaventure University, and I'm also a sociology major here.
Hi, I'm Jacob Page. I'm a senior at St. Bonaventure. My major is sociology, and I'm here to talk about why I feel that minorities in the United States should be a course here at St. Bonaventure University.
Please introduce yourself.
I'm Jessica Angaro. I'm a senior sociology major at St. Bonaventure University.
And year and everything.
I'm Danny. I'm a junior. I'm a sociology major.
My name is Ruby Shaw, and I am a senior biology major. And one of the things we learned in this class is called microaggression. And I want to talk about one of the microaggressions I faced on campus. So I was in class and I was sitting with a group of girls, and a professor comes up to me and tells the girls around me, "Oh, you should go study with Ruby. You know, she's very smart." And at this point, the professor did not know where I stood academically or the major I had. And so he basically assumed that because my skin was brown and because I look Indian, I therefore am smart, and therefore the students around me should study with me. And I think that's an issue many people here would recognize if they took sociology of minorities, and I think they'd be more aware and more careful not to say those sorts of microaggressions that could potentially trigger a awkward or uncomfortable situation.
See it more. I think I'm more aware of myself and others around me and how they interact with people and how biases that people have influence how we go about our daily lives at Bonaventure.
All my friends here happen to be minorities. I didn't realize this until we took the class, that we normally tend to drift into our group and we tend to exclude others out or who we don't think fits into our social group.
If anything, this class has opened up discussion about topics that are hard to talk about for students, and we've learned from one another, learned new viewpoints, and I think we've all grown, not just as individuals, but as a group.
Class did teach me a lot about minorities. It shows watching all these videos and reading these articles that racial inequality is still very alive and well in today's society, and it's going to take everyone to help put an end to it.
We were all segregated. Once you walk into our classroom, you see that we are all divided by race, gender, and so forth. So we naturally tend to go into our groups and just stick to them and not really try to come out of our comfort zone. For us to break down the stereotypes that people have, and it's important for us to help one another just leave all of that negative energy, negative thoughts behind, and move forward by helping one another understand each other's cultures. So I feel like that's what I learned the most, is understanding and embracing everyone's culture, and that's when you become open to different people, different groups.
I think taking minorities as a clear course would be beneficial to all St. Bonaventure students because it allows you to understand the different perspectives of students that you're not usually accustomed to. For example, I'm from New York City, and I have a diverse group of friends, but when you get here, everyone sticks to themselves. So you get to understand the perspectives that other people wouldn't have because they don't live in that same area as you. It allows them to get to know your culture or the misconceptions and understand the truth that is really behind who you are as an individual and as your culture.
I think everyone should have to take this class. I think one of the things about discrimination, not just with race, but with gender and sexual orientation, is the fact that the people who need to be hearing it, need to be talking about it, are choosing not to. So we have all these Race Matters initiatives, and we're doing things to try to open people's eyes to the discrimination on campus, but the people who are going are the people who are already aware of it. They're not the people who need to be sitting there and need to have their own beliefs challenged and need to open their eyes and really ask themselves, why do I feel like this? And why do I treat other people like this, even if I don't realize I'm doing it? I don't.
Well, we don't really have that many programs supporting minorities. There's not really much going on other than the Race Matters events that we have, but I feel like there should be more courses offered to students that want to learn more about Black history, want to learn more about Muslim heritage or anything like that.
And another example that during the election was my first time voting for Obama in 2012. There was like this big feud on Facebook when one white student, said some hurtful things about African Americans, and it was a big argument, and it affected me a lot. So just sensitivity training and understanding stereotypes and why they're hurtful.
A sense of segregation on campus, like you can just like walk around, like especially you go to the Hickey and everyone's everything's divided into like pretty much like your race and people who look just like you. And like when you go out, like no one's really hanging out together as a community and as a whole part of the school. You just hang out with people that like you're more connected with the most. And for the most part, you're more connected with the people that look just like you. People, maybe the color of your skin, the same culture as you.
The Bonaventure campus.
Yes, where this RA once told me and my friends that we had to be quiet, that she understood that we were from the city, and I feel like she automatically stereotyped us into the we're from the city, we're Hispanics, we have to be loud. So I feel like that was an incident where I'm like, wow, like did you really just say that?
This would be an essential course at Bonaventure, because after we graduate here, we're going to run into diversity and we're going to run into racism, and we need to know how to handle it and how to discuss it and talk to people about it.
Before this class, I wasn't really skeptical of any minority or any race. I'm a very diverse person, but it teaches you when you get into the class that you shouldn't feed into the misconceptions and the beliefs that other people have towards different groups, because when you get into this class, it shows you that these beliefs and misconceptions are wrong, that you should basically just go off of what you believe in and how you want to view people as individuals, and not just a culture of what you heard about them or what other people say.
Well, see, especially coming to St. Bonaventure, that's something more I just got used to, because I'm Indian, because I look Indian, people just assume that I'm smart, so I just brush it off.
The jokes that my friends make are hurtful, and they don't understand why it's hurtful. And I just think that if everyone, knows stereotypes and what not to say, and just have a basic understanding of each other's culture, it'll help just make the campus a better place.
I don't think a lot of the discrimination on Bonaventure's campus is something that they think they're doing. I think it's kind of covert instead of overt, where they have these deep-seated biases, but they're not willing to challenge themselves and to recognize it or to see the privilege that they come from. And I think that's a real problem, and taking this class allows you a safe environment to see the views of people that you might not interact with every day, and to recognize that you have these biases and maybe start to challenge yourself to improve upon them.